Hey, how's it going there, Jim? First Aid Delivery. It is Wednesday, February, whatever. It snowed yesterday. That was my last video. Today's the very next day. We are out and about. The snow is here. We got about 8 inches or so, 7 to 8 inches, and no ice with it. So the roads are fine. I'm looking down the neighborhoods, and even they're plowed out, or they're melted or whatever. Like it's just not that was rough, but it's just slushy. So this thing can handle that. So I decided to come out. My sister-in-law and her boyfriend and their kids came up from Florida to play in the snow. Kind of a last-minute decision. Long drive for them. And so they're in town. And I decided, hey, it's 1 o'clock. It's actually 1:48. So it's almost 2 o'clock. Let's go and do some delivering in the snow. Should see some good tips. That would be the social convention. Lousy weather, tip your driver. We'll see if that comes true. We're going to turn on DoorDash, Instacart, and, well, we'll turn on it. Who knows if we'll take anything. So yeah, let's dash in the snow, have some fun, and get cold feet and be wet. Okay. That makes no sense, but let's go ahead and get the day started. See what I can get before nightfall. I'm thinking after dark this stuff is going to start freezing over, although it's supposed to rain. And it is. There is moisture on my windshield, but I can't tell if that is. I know that's stuff falling off the trees. But if it's like little stuff falling off the trees or if it's actually drizzling. There's no puddles, so I can't really look in the puddles to tell. My driver's side and passenger side door windows are clear. So I don't know. It is wet. And like I said, tips should be good. So let's see how the day goes. All right. Got some gas. Went to get to the Food Lion parking lot where I had been hanging out, and this came in. Little Walgreens shop. 12 packs of toilet paper. These people really have to use the bathroom. And it's gonna get messy apparently. I don't know. It's kind of gross. Sorry. So yeah. $7.25. I mean, it's okay. It's something to do. Just emptied out my DoorDash today, so like I just put gas in the car, and I can get a little something for food a little bit later, and that's really about it. So it's nice to restock my DoorDash account so that I can get gas in a couple of days, or get food tomorrow, or whatever. This is the life. This is the life. Oh, can't see. Sorry, my finger. Ugh. I know what street it is. I don't know what house it is. So it's nice to just be able to. Oh, it's right. So yeah, I'm here already. It was really close. Really not that bad of the deal at all. The biggest pain in the ass about today, and this house is no different. People haven't shoveled out a damn thing. So I'll be slipping and sliding, but at least I won't be slipping and sliding while I'm driving. Let's get this dropped off. Pick your nose. I don't know. Pick something up. let's pick something up that's better next time. Hopefully. Let's see. All right, guys. I've been sitting here a while. I'm not sitting anymore. I did take that Uber, $10, went to the neighborhood right behind the Arby's, which is fine, you know. It's a food run, I don't care. $10 is $10, right? It's now 4:15 and that's all I've taken. So I'm gonna go into Goodwill. We're gonna do some thrifting at this Goodwill, and then I'm going to go check out Ollie's, I think, unless something, you know, magnificent happens. My DoorDash acceptance rate is 3. I'm so close to 0, I'm thinking of just driving it down to 0 and then doing a 0 to 100. I'll think about it, but it'd be hard to turn down, you know, a banger, if you will. So let's go in and thrift. I need some totes, so maybe they'll have some totes out that I could pick up on the cheap, and we'll see what they have that I can resell. There's weird streaks going on my camera. I don't know what that's all about. But let's go in and see what we find. Alright guys, I'm in the thrift and I already found a biology toy and a Jurassic Park toy. And I'm coming over to the electronics aisle and I spot, it's like a vintage AM FM personal radio. Nothing really there. Let's move on. Finally found the zoom out button. Really what I'm looking for here is anything that has a vintage look to it that might be kind of unique, like that seamstress, this engine timer. Nothing really piques the interest yet in the aisles. We're just gonna take a slow look around, make sure, leave no stone unturned. Alright, next I'm going to look at this Sony alarm clock, radio, CD player. These used to be all the rage. Not this model in particular, just Sony alarm clocks in general. This one's a bit too yellow for me, so we're going to move on. This is nothing. So let's see what else there is. Okay, so what I come across here is a vintage hair setter by the brand Caruso, and I'm actually looking at it while I'm holding the phone, so we are going to go ahead and pick this up. The curlers are in really nice shape. Product looks okay, so this is going in the cart, and we'll move on here in a minute. I didn't see this from the other side, but I saw the back of it from this side. And I'm looking at this dustbuster here first, but that's not why I zoomed in to this shelf. But this dustbuster is pretty cool. Not vintage, but a couple years old. That model is not being sold anymore. And then we're gonna get to this coffee maker. It's a Braun. Braun's always a good brand to pick up. So if you see Braun, get it. Almost went past it, but these Rachel Dunn mugs, Ray Dunn mugs, piqued my interest. One of them is Boo and one of them is Dog Dad. I stay away from the holiday stuff, but any kind of generics like that, Dog Dad, $3, I'll probably get 12 to 15 out of that, and we're moving on. Cookware can be very good. It's just got to be the right brand, the right, I guess you can call it a model, like what set it's a part of. If you're looking at pots and pans, Revereware is good, especially the copper bottom stuff, which there is a copper bottom pot here, but I didn't even look at it. Just because it's kind of it's a vintage, but not as vintage as you'd like. If you see like Pampered Chef or Calphalon can be good. There's a bunch of other brands, so just keep that in mind. We're looking at some Honda branded wheel locks. Nothing really of interest here, but I do take my time with it. And then this thing, what's that? Nothing there. Just a little hand massager. All right, I picked this up because I thought it was an old perfume bottle, and I'm still looking. I can smell stuff from it, so obviously it's something scented, looking for a brand or anything like that, what this booklet is about. Just give it a good sniff. And what it is it's an essential oil bottle, so not quite what I'm looking for. Perfume and cologne bottles can do quite well. Very, very well. I sold a vintage Shalimar bottle, just the bottle, for $50 a few months ago.
Now a full bottle, which I also had and I sold, that sold for $200. So definitely, if you see anything perfumey, cologne, take a look at that stuff. Look up the brand, see what kind of money it gets. All right, what I'm looking at here, you can't see it at all because it's in my hand. There it is. This is I don't even remember what this was. It's not something I bought. Putting that back. This is actually something I came back to research after I shot the video. It's a Shambong set. It's a novelty value thing. People buy it as a gag. Those sets get $20 to $24 open packaging or used. I passed on it though. Right next door to that was an Oster pasta accessory kit. Looks like it's all here. You can tell by the box, obviously it's vintage. Oster brand is now all blue instead of orange. So I would put this at like late 70s to mid 80s. And it's a cool little set. Should get about 25 bucks for it. All right, so you may not know this, you may know this, you may have an inkling. Christmas stuff sells year round, right? So this is Mr. Christmas. Mr. Christmas stores have closed, so all their stuff is going to be growing in scarcity. So that's a little Christmas tree cup and spoon set. I did check it back at the truck. The spoon is there. Should get about 20 bucks for that. Now we're looking through some board games. Board games is what I like to sell the most. It takes a lot of, you got to collect your parts. So you're going to buy a couple of games that are missing parts. Now that becomes your parts game for the next one that you find. So you have to have a lot of space, a lot of patience. You have to have a good grasp on your inventory as well. So that's where my wife really helps me. So right here, I'm looking for anything unusual, anything vintage. That skee ball is interesting. I sold that a couple of years ago new for 40-50 bucks a set. Now it only gets about 20 to 25, and the size of it with the shipping, it's not worth it. So I'm not really seeing a whole lot here. So I think we're going to move on. All right, so I always look through kids' toys. What I'm looking for is vintage Fisher Price, like Little People, Farmhouse, vintage VTech, and vintage Leapfrog. Leapfrog has a learning drum, which you could usually pick up for like $2 and sell for 25. We're getting to the end of this video, and we'll go over what we bought. Let's see.
All right, so in that little 15 or so minute video, you guys can skip through it if you want. I actually may post it at double speed. I don't know. I feel like when I do that, or if I move my phone too fast, it you know can make people queasy. So I'll just leave it. Um, but I spent $40 in the thrift store between the coffee maker, which is a Braun, good brand to look out for. Um, also went back and picked up that DVD CD-ROM set. It's for teachers with whiteboards. Um, and other sets like that went for used like $40. So spent $5 on that, $3 on the coffee maker, and that's probably a $35-40 pot. That vintage hair center Caruso is a brand that sells well. I should get about $30 for that, 25 to 30. That mug is a little, 15, $10, $15, probably 15, 12 to 15. The dust buster is 30 to 40. I didn't see a plug with it, but it did turn on. I accidentally turned it on at the car. So that's 35 to 40. And the other odds and ends, that the anatomy thing, probably get $40 for that. And that vintage Jurassic Park, which I actually found that while I was looking for totes, which I didn't want to bore you guys with, but the vintage Jurassic Park, it says it's a Toys R Us exclusive, so you know how old that is. That's probably a $30 toy. The packaging is beat up, but it's still sealed, so that's something. So spend $40. I'm looking at probably 200 plus in sales. Take my shipping and fees away from that, I'm probably looking at about 120 ish. So yeah, if I could do that every day, I would just do that. But it's not like that every single time. It's actually rarely like that around here. And it's because there's only that thrift. There's another one in Dover. There's 1, 2, 3 in Milford. There's the Salvation Army right over here. Like, there's not that many thrifts. And I can really only hit 3 in a day because they're so spread out. But when I do have a chance to go in, and I can't hit them every day because they put stuff out every day, but the quality of stuff is very hit or miss. So, and their prices went way up too. So um, yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna run into Ollie's here. I only took those 2 orders, so it's not even worth doing a recap. So um, we'll just call it quits here. And it's 5 o'clock. I'll go home. I'll have some dinner. I'll play with my nieces, and that's it. I mean, kind of a waste of a day. Did get to thrift a little. I'll go pick up some inventory. Hopefully, all these shelves are stocked. That's been an issue, particularly in the categories I like shopping for Walmart. Um, it's kind of been that's been hit or miss. we'll run in there. We'll see what I can dig up there. That won't be on this video because that's my main source, my bread and butter. That's what the business is, really. eBay stuff, like the thrift stuff, is just kick around money. It could be a real business. I did do thrifting in North Carolina when I had 30 to 40 thrift stores. I could hit 6 a day, um, and still only visit, one store a week, which is a good, you don't want to go in there every day. Can, and you could probably find something, but then it's a time thing. Is it worth your time to go in there and pick up an item here and there? Sometimes you'll come out with nothing because just nothing that was put out was worth it. I'm getting a ton of Ubers, and they're all garbage. This $3, 5.4 mile garbage. Anyway, we'll call it there. Another short video, half a day video. Wife's car still isn't done yet. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, she promised me by Friday. And probably no video tomorrow because the wife will be with me. And she's not one for the camera. So, all right. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. We'll catch you next time.